Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the Pawcast. I'm your host, Renee.
And I'm Nick.
The date is November 16th, 2018, which also means that Thanksgiving is right around the corner. So before we start, we'd like to wish everyone that celebrates it a happy Thanksgiving. And for anyone who doesn't, enjoy your break from school. With that in mind, just a reminder that there will be no school next Wednesday through Friday, the 21st through the 23rd. Now that that's out of the way, we will turn to our sports correspondent, Abby McCoy, who will start us off with sports news.
Relating to Thanksgiving, Palmer High welcomes anyone to join us at the traditional Palmer vs. Ludlow Thanksgiving football game at Legion Field, Thanksgiving morning for 10 a.m. This will be the last official football game for the 2018 fall season, and senior night for the football team, cheerleaders, majorettes, and band. With that ending, this also means winter sports season is just beginning. Girls and boys basketball and winter cheerleading have both held their tryouts, and wrestling signups are today. Go see Mr. DiOrio or Officer Wallers today, or whenever possible if you are interested in joining. The swim team have already started practices, and this is the last chance to join a winter sport for this school year.
Thank you, Abby. Alongside the upcoming Thanksgiving football game, the Palmer High Band recently carried out their annual tradition of playing at the Veterans Day Parade this past Monday, November 12th. Although temperatures reached as low as 30 degrees, the band, accompanied by the majorettes, marched down the streets of Bondsville and joined the ceremony shortly thereafter.
This weekend was also UMass Band Day for the band. UMass Band Day is a yearly tradition in which hundreds of school bands all across Northeast join the UMass Band at Gillette Stadium to perform in the football halftime show as one conjoined band. The bands are often joined by the school's color guard and majorette teams, and every year the tradition has been hosted on a Saturday, this year's falling on Saturday, November 10th. Unfortunately, UMass's football team lost to BYU 6-35 points.
As many of you may be aware, there are terrible, deadly fires raging over the state of California. The current fires, the Camp Fire and the Woolsey Fire, have ravaged over 240,000 acres, destroying tens of thousands of structures and killing 69 people. The Camp Fire is currently the most devastating fire in the state's history. The causes of the fire are unknown, but as they burn forward, investigators are trying to determine their source. One major concern that has been raised by these fires is how close new structures are being built to the current fire zones. The Camp Fire is currently 40% contained, and the Woolsey Fire is over 60% contained. Hopefully both will be able to be contained and extinguished soon before they can take any more lives. 600 people are currently missing, and thousands more are displaced. Anyone looking to help those affected can donate to the Red Cross.
Well, that's it for this episode of Pawcast. Thank you for joining us.
Do you want to be featured on the next episode of the podcast? Feel free to come down to Lab 303 during C Block for more information, and we'll see you next time.